This is something I wanted to post real quick. This is Ice Brand's video on what makes a manga character. Of course, there's like so many different things that can come into making a manga character. I believe a major factor in that is the eyes. Of course, the eyes play a big role. I believe that when you look at a manga character, I believe their eyes are the focal point. So you want to make them like the best you can make. However, I do believe that when it comes to a female character, the eyebrow is usually a tad bit away from the eyes, as though opposed to the male counterparts. I didn't really darken the iris too well. I hope it ain't too light anyway. But yeah, eyes really do define your manga character and then some. Then you got noses. As you see here, I like the fact of making the very tip of the nose darkened. This is something you see in a lot of mangas nowadays, and back then. They really give a character that kind of characteristic, I guess. Just a black nose, the black tip of the nose. I mean, and I believe that female characters have a shorter nose, not necessarily like pointing outward, but like when it comes to like how tall it is, it's not very tall at all. Then you have hair. I usually tend to have my manga character's hair a little more curved, and I added like a type of style that I made up when it comes toward the arch, the actual arch. If I can get my camera to explain what I'm talking about, or I can actually just point it out. The arch. I add a long line going on from the arch away, a long line, a medium line, and a short line. For the actual indication of the strands, and then the shade. But when it comes to hair, I can't even begin to tell you how many styles that you could possibly come up with and think of. It's endless, completely. But my female characters tend to have more curved hairstyle, more curved, other than my male characters who have really straight hair, like really straight pointed hair. It kind of makes them look emo in a way, but yeah. And then, just like the hair, just like the eyes, mouths. There are so many ways to make a mouth. It's just, like I said before, endless possibilities when it comes to the mouth. I mean, you could do so much with anime characters that it really is. It is kind of fun sometimes just mixing and matching and figure out what you could possibly do and what you could come up with. But I usually tend to like the smiling mouths myself. And one thing about mouths is usually toward the bottom they have, I can point it out here, but right there, if you can see right above my finger, they usually have a break in the line itself. And I'm usually a person who likes to indicate the bottom lip. And well, all this added together makes this. This is something out of everything that's been put together. So what does all this create? Well, it creates a manga character. Now I'm going to show you what creates a male character. Okay, here we go. I like how female characters, male character eyes, endless possibilities, and then some as the same. But as I was saying when I was talking about my female character, male character eyes, their eyebrows usually tend to be a lot closer to the eye, and the eye doesn't seem to be really tall, but a lot more wide, and their pupils seem to be more smaller. And so does an actual eye, the actual eye itself usually tends to be small, while the eyelids eyelids usually tend to be a lot wider. Then you got the noses. Like I said about I was talking about my female character. The noses are males used to be tend to be a little bigger. I like to make them, of course, like I said before, my female character. I like darkening the tip. It's a good characteristic, I believe. It's just something I like to add. And as I was saying, pointy hair all the way for the male characters. This is kind of how I make my male characters anyway. Like I said, it kind of makes them look a little bit emo-ish, but it works. And now I really couldn't decide on mouths in this one, so I made two. I made a kind of a swervy one, this first one here. Then I made one kind of open, kind of like a upside down triangle with a line through it, and the indication of lips on bottom lips on both sides, on both lips, I mean both mouths. I said, and so as you can see, all added together gives you a male character. My kind of male character anyway. Like I said, kind of looks a little bit emo-ish, but it works. This is kind of the characters I used to do with the long blacked out noses and the upside down triangle mouth. And the small yet wide and close eyebrow eyes. Let me get the full thing in here, if it's even possible. Okay, let me get my female again, because, well, I really kind of like that picture I drew. It really is nice. And thank you for watching. Oop, almost lost it here. And thank you anyway, and for watching, and please rate. It always helps. This one always helps. And this one's the big one. I'm just kidding. But yeah, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.